Welcome back, everybody. Here we go again. The search for a code lock continues, basically. Certain items we need to leave behind. Other items we'll take out on the ground. We don't need to leave it behind, but we need to use it before we go out. Yes. And we're out of space. So all we need now is a code lock. And that's what the search is for today. Hi John, how are you? You good? Searching for a codelock.com. We've already got more loot than we need. I've put everyone's Christmas present on the server. It's a nice present. It's made you think. Well, you'll have to find your present. It's not a present. There's a it's not a horrible present though. Rudolph is on the server. See, that's not fair. Now what do we throw away? there's a good chance we won't be able to have airdrops. It's interfering with too many files or loot crates. But I might have a solution to give you all something, but I won't know till I test it tomorrow when I get up in the morning. Because I'll need to take the server down, so I'll set my alarm for 5 AM because there doesn't tend to be anybody on at that time. Put it onto the server, test it out, make sure it's working, and as long as it's working, then I won't make an announcement. I'll just let people find it on their own. But there'll be more stuff for you guys to do mid-game, more adventure. Basically, I might have found a way of getting treasure to work. Yes, fireworks are now being removed. Thank you. So there might be 20 present treasure photos on the server. It's just I've got to try a few things because I can't have them spawn in ruined, the photos, otherwise they're no use. So if we're to get them to work, I need them to spawn in not ruined. And I also need to add some stash points, so we've got some dynamic stash points around the map. And see if I can do that without it falling over. Because if I can, we're on to a winner. Because we could end up with the stash points all over military camps, which have got some general loot inside them. And then photos to allow you to go hunting down a stash. But you'll need to probably buy the metal detector from Trader to do it. And those loot and those stashes will have weapons in them, or nails or things. I won't alter it, so it will be vanilla stuff. Maybe on the stashes there'll be MREs, maybe occasionally a code lock. So I'm hoping I can get them working, but I won't know till I run the files in the morning. Because it's one of those things where I need to put it on and then spawn in on me a photograph and see if the photograph works. Then jump to the coordinates where the photograph is for, because I can see that in the back end, and make sure the stash is there. And I can't really do that on stream. So I don't want to give away any positions. But yeah, as of the next restart, or it might have happened straight away, there's an extra deer running with a deer that's got a big red nose. Because it seemed like I need to do something for you guys for Christmas. I'm not giving you Santa crashes because that's too silly for me. But actually having Rudolph on the server makes sort of sense. You can't believe you want to kill Rudolph. But you still enjoying the server? How are you finding the map? I know it's a whole new world for you. I mean, I've played a lot of Chernarus over the years, so I still need to use a map to get around, but I sort of know where I'm going. But it is the most popular map out there. I can't believe I'm doing this with a blue rucksack. Mr. Non-tactical. And a fucking AK-74U, of all things. So the AI's been updated today. They've got a higher percentage chance of hitting you. So it makes them slightly more dangerous. That's worth having. But if I can get the treasure working, John, I might add also the Livonia photos, but have them as something the trader will buy off you. So the Chernarus photos will have the description of where to go, and the Livonia photos, when you open them up, will say something like, this photo is for a different area. Maybe the trader's interested in buying it off you. That's all right, mate. So yeah, so maybe we could have, if we can get treasure working, then Chernarus photos would work fine. And the Livonia photos would basically have a different description that says something like, this is not for a loot, there's nothing defined here. Maybe the trader wants to buy this photograph off you. And then the trader would buy those photographs for a fee. I don't know yet, but it might be a nice way of doing it. So then we've got some high value loot for people to run to the trader. Or we'll put in something that is like that. Garden Lion, we need that, but not yet. If not the photos, then maybe like there's a mod out there that's called like intelligence, which gives you intelligence books and papers that just splitter around the map, and if you find them, you can run them to the trader and sell them. So it's like a collectibles, but a bit more Goblin related. making all those little choices of what we take. I realise as soon as we find a code lock, we're having to throw stuff away, so... Now, not every herd of deer is going to get a Rudolph. It's just got a chance of spawning with both the roe deer and the red deer. It's not a guaranteed spawn, just a chance. I just think it's quite nice to have something. It's about as Christmassy as I'm going to get. I've built in that house before. I lived in that house and that barn was my loot room. Using expansion. I used the house as the airlock. Actually, I don't want to go there. I actually need to go industrial. Actually, I do need to go there. Okay. Do some repairing, shall we? Keep myself as warm as possible. I don't want to repair the rucksack, because otherwise I don't have any tape on me anyway, otherwise it becomes too blue. And that's the last thing I need. A little bit better than it was. Just a little bit. I'm also going to ask in the forums for survivor missions about how we can extend all the missions to be like 2 hours long each. So enough time to move across the map-ish. Rather than just be over in 40 minutes, because we don't have cars. And it's a big map otherwise. I mean, I can't guarantee I'll be able to do it, because you have to be able to, you might have to be able to mod the files in C++. No go for me. But if it's part of a JSON or part of normal code with just seconds, then I can probably do it. But I'd like to make them all 2 hours long each, because that way you've got a chance then of getting one and getting there. And the ones that like have an objective and then you have to go on to the second objective, they could become 3 hours. Would be quite nice. These fucking gloves. Only really interested in the industrial. Yes, it will be Cocaine Bear. Basically, it's hard enough bear anyway. The bear mission in survivor missions is harder than normal bear. But because Cocaine Bear, all that does is replace all the bear files. It enhances the bear. It's still the normal bear, it just gives it an enhancement. Yeah. Be thankful I haven't installed Crackhead there. If I wanted to be really mean, I'd give you Crackhead Bear. But I've been kind. Sometimes a car wreck spawns in here. If I could have got airdrops working the way I wanted, we weren't going to have any zombies on them. We were going to have Crackhead Bear and wolves. Just need 2 code locks, and I'd be a happy goblin. 1 code lock though, I'd be a happy goblin, but 2, I'd be a really happy goblin. Because then I can have an airlock. Used to live in that barn. 4.5 years ago. This whole docks was ours. Good times. Built with expansion. We had a big tower on top that we could look down on the police station loot room with. And whenever someone went in there and opened the alarm, we'd go out and shoot them through the window. Or attempt to shoot them through the window. But this was our home. We blocked expansion. We blocked off that. We made that the airlock. And the bottom of all this was airlock, and we lived on the 2nd floor. If you ever live in here though, block those windows off because you can get through them. Those windows aren't real. They can just be crawled straight through. No. No. Useful, but no cigar today. Gonna need another fire soon, aren't we? Tide's up. Not often I see the boats covered in water. So we should be thinking about a fire again. A house on there, isn't there? We'll go in there and have a fire. We need a fire now. Survival time. Need to fight this cold off. food there. Bit of food there. Oh, thank you. Gamma off. Sorry guys for everybody watching. I do apologise. Don't have any multivits with me, do I? No. Hi Brash, I'm good, thank you. How are you? My character's got a cold, but I'm good. I'm searching for a code lock. I've yet to find one. Come on. Another couple of plus symbols. Give me a chance of fighting off this damn cold. Everything is just fucked. My cargo pants are the only thing that's survived. I need at least 2 pluses. Maybe a third would be good. Here comes the third. Yeah, I know you've got a cold, mate. It's Chernarus in winter. You're meant to have a cold. There we go. Oh, lucky you, Brash. Lucky you. I'm glad you're enjoying it, though. Obviously, the ones of us that know Chernarus, it's Chernarus reimagined, 100%. We've made Chernarus into a whole new adventure. Family has to always come first. Real life has to come first. As much as we all love DayZ, real life does get in the way sometimes. Ah, yeah, I've got another, well, I've had a week already. And I'm off to the Monday after, like the 5th or 6th, whatever it is. But I've been working on the server and had a run around with Cookie today on a different server. Yeah, I'd love some multivits. F11 cures everything. I played a server the other week where if you told people that in chat, you were banned for being for hate speech. It's a standard thing for me. When someone says in chat, I've got an illness, what's the cure? I'm always like, F11 will cure it. When I'm feeling ill in the real world, I just OD on pure orange juice. Yeah, little bitch. Yes, please. That's pristine. Well, it's only warm. That's pristine on this server though, isn't it? Worn is the new pristine. Cooking pot, badly damaged, mine's pristine. I'll stay with mine then. Search of Freshiesville for a bloody code lock. So Brash, next time you come on, the Christmas gift is on the server. There's no guarantee, but you might find a reindeer with a red nose. One of these chimneys, if you look down it, you can see Santa stuck in it. I've never worked out which one, but it is one of the chimneys on Chernarus. Has Santa inside it. Never knew that one had pipes in through the wall. That's awesome. So if you're ever playing vanilla and you get on that roof, you can get through that window. Which gets you into a room that has no door. Can anyone mess with your flag once it's set? Not that I'm at that stage yet. No, the flag's yours. You can cut down someone's walls if you soft side them, but you can't take anyone's flag. I made the flags stay as yours. So if you get raided, they can steal all your items. They can cut down all your walls, but your flag stays as yours. And any stashes you might have buried, if they don't find them, they're your stashes. So, obviously the aim is not to get raided, but the aim is to stay as hidden as possible and as secure as possible. Don't build a wall until you've got a code lock. Or so, don't build a door till you've got a code lock, because if someone gets in with an axe, they can cut it down and steal your nails. Can't jump that. Not enough stamina. Money. How much? We're going to trader. What's that? 114,000? Fuck. Exactly. I could buy 5 of them. Yeah, to be honest. I won't. If money's spawning in that amount in a stack, I need to up the price of the code lock. Or find a way of taking money stacks down, but I'm not sure I can do that. Okay, John. Yes, you can claim a territory, so it's yours. Yeah, put the flag up, make it your territory. Do I go hunting for deer? I'm not hungry. I've got a little bit of space for meat. We've got to go back via home anyway. See if Rudolph's here, shall we? No. Let's not risk that pistol shot. Sorry, pistol, rifle. There's Rudolph. You got a red nose? Nah, let's move on. Welcome back, John. So the price of code locks and nails will be going up. Obviously I found a stack of 14 grand. Because you could buy now enough nails and code locks to build your full base. And so it's the right thing to do. And I don't want to take the money out of spawn because it's a nice reward when you find some. But the price will go from 1,000 probably to 5 grand. Because if you search around enough, you will find the money. Before the next restart. So on the next restart it will kick in. And arguably, actually, I'm going to do it now and do a 4th restart. Give me a second. I'll stay in chat. But we're going to be going into the back end of the server. I'm just going to exit the server to do it. Yeah. Wait till I get on to buy cheap. Yeah. But if I'm not going to do it for myself, then I'm not going to allow anyone else to do it either. Starting clan on 632B. Okay. So as I said, I'm just going to jump into the back end of the server and adjust it and do a 4th restart. Because I'll harm... It's not fair me going to Trader, buying code locks and then upping the price. That's not fair. Because that's me making use of the mechanics. So it seems fairer for me to do it this way. As I said, I am still here. Just going to be doing other stuff in the background. I'll leave you on that screen. So at least you're seeing something. base building, base building, base building. Where are you? And schedule shutdown 2 minutes. 3 minutes. Get players to log off. Just doing a restart on the server. I'm going to announce a message. Okay, so just waiting to do the restart now. Oh, that would be an expensive. Christmas is always expensive though, isn't it? But even more expensive when wives go mad. Okay, just restarting the server now. Going to do a second restart to make sure it's kicked in on the trader because it's not scheduled. And then we'll be coming back in to continue. Server is coming back up, guys, so I'll be back there again soon. Just going to come out of that screen and go back to the normal loading screen so I don't get any errors. I'm still in chat with you. Just waiting for the server to come back up. And joining now. I've left all the tools and everything at the same prices. It's just code locks and nail boxes have gone up to £5 a box now, or £5 a code lock. So 14 grand will get you 2, or a box of nails and a code lock. So it's still cheaper to find stuff rather than buy it. And it hurts me as well. And it didn't let me in. How surprising. Just need to clear the error codes from my machine. Run that little line of code. Unload all the mods. And rejoin. I was lucky brash this month. I got my, or last month, end of November, I got my in-year award from work, so bonus. So it's made Christmas not so bad, but it's only me to think about at Christmas. My mum's late stage dementia in a home, and her sister, I buy her a box of chocolates and she buys me a box of tea bags for Christmas. Job done. I bought one of my mates a book on how to swear in foreign languages and posted it to him. That's about it for Christmas. And I bought myself a monitor arm. But I could still do a 14k because my bonus was nowhere near 14k. I actually used it to pay off some debt. It seemed like a sensible thing to do. And as much as I didn't need the monitor arm, I needed to buy myself something for Christmas. As of tomorrow, if things go according to plan, you're probably not going to get airlocks now, guys. Airdrops, because there's problems in the code, and the same with the loot crate mod we're using. But I'm hoping to get treasure working on here, so there'll be treasure photos spawning in, and you'll get a hint and a photograph of where to go searching. And if you find the box, you'll get some treasure, which will be like guns and nails and code locks and shit and food and bandages. So you'll have that running as well as the radio missions. And I'm hoping I can use in-game mechanics to have sea chests that need unlocking on the server. Hopefully. It's a hopefully thing though, because I've got to do some work for that one. But if I can get that working, then we can have 3 sea chests that unlock using a crowbar. 4 sea chests that unlock using a crowbar, and 4 gun cases that unlock with keys. Which means that we'll put the gun cases in certain military locations, if that makes sense. And we'll put the loot crate, the sea chests, probably in the trader. One in the trader, and then some in sort of freshy towns, in like little military installations, in more freshy type areas. And the sea chests will have basic survival gear in, the sort of stuff you need when you first spawn in. You know, maybe a water bottle, some purification tablets, a bandage, a fishing hook, even though you've got maybe a sharpening stone, you know, a heat pack, stuff like that. And then the gun cases will each come with 1 firearm each. Nothing too OP, but you'll need to find a key to open them. Obviously with one of them being reserved for later on content, for end game content once I've built it. We're going to bring across the Sakau bunker, ammo bunker, warhead bunker, and set that up on Northeast Airfield. So you'll then need to find certain items to open that up. And then we're going to put around it the Livonia door. So you need a swipe card to get into the area. And then you'll need a glow plug to turn on the generator to open the door. And then you'll need a key to access the end game content inside. Basically. But that's more long term, because I've got to write the files. I've got to make them, well, not write the files. I've got to build it in editor, and I've got to make it look 100% all right. And I've got an idea in my head what I want to do, but it's not as simple as that. I actually have to move things around and manipulate it, and if I can make it work, it'll work really well. And then it gives a reason to go to Northeast Airfield, other than just medical. But if I can make it work, potentially I'll release it into the wild as a mod. Well, not a mod, an edit that people can use on their servers, because it'll work on Xbox as well and PlayStation. But only if I can make it good enough. That's the biggie. I have to be able to make it good enough. but I've got some ideas for it. Why the heavy sigh? Aha! I've got 14 grand on me, Chuckles. I've got to get to the obvious place to buy code locks and stay alive. How are you? And my character needs a fire, but I can't risk it yet. I think it was probably me. I hate having to run trader, but I've had no luck finding code locks. So I'm being forced to think differently. Hi Willie, how are you? Right, Right, we need a fire. So where's our nearest safe fire spot? I say that in inverted commas because this is DayZ. Nowhere is safe. Because we're losing health. And Chuckles, I had to go onto the server and change the back end of the trader files because otherwise I could have gone there with the 14 grand I found and bought 5 code locks and 5 boxes of nails and had change. So I've changed it to make sure I'm just as penalised as everybody else. On honesty, bugger that. I have to. I'm on stream, mate. I have to play the right game. So, in my world, boss is something you call an officer that you respect, where sir is what you call an officer that's got a commission, depending on the situation. So I'll call my manager boss or sir equally. because Sir's the right terminology. Boss is sort of more if you work for them. But I always find it weird because I used to be called Seeker Boss in game. Just waiting to get the third plus before we move out. Could so do in multi-bits. We don't get a lot of food up. Ah, there we go. Full stomach. That'll do. Pop your water bottle canteen into the cooking spot and heat it up. Warm you if you have no heat packs. Yes. Use it as a hot water bottle. It looks like I'm not going to be able to have airdrops on here. I don't think they'll work. But I'm hoping tomorrow I can initiate treasure and a different loot crate mod. Because the one that I wanted to use is causing too many errors in the code. Which will be the final two mods on the server. Which would be nice. not really want to cross through this. Not the best weather for this adventure. But I'll need to get up at 5 AM tomorrow to get the stuff done on the server before it becomes an issue. Because I need less people on there, less chance of people on there, because I'll need to do a little bit of testing. So treasure's already loaded on the back end of the server, just not initiated. I need to uninstall the 2 mods we're not going to have. I need to stick on the other mod that might work. I then need to test it. If it tests, then I need to uninitiate it until I can write the code. I'll have to fly around the map a bit and find places to place things and do all that sort of shit off stream and build the events. So the loot crate we're looking at using uses the in-game event mechanics. So I'd set up my own event basically that would have a crate spawn in that's locked because it utilises this Sakal suitcase way of opening things, with some remodded keys. So the keys from Sakal, there's 4 different colours, and I'd need to put something into server panel so people could press to find out what the keys do, because they won't have a description with them. They'll just say they're a tiered key. So a little bit of work to do. Well, we fought off the cold. That's good. So hopefully we can make it to trader. We can buy a couple of code locks, box of nails, and make it home alive. So I've got a bit of money on. Might not have enough for that. 2 code locks would do me fine. If I get both code locks home, I could potentially, well, we can certainly get 1 wall up. We might be able to build an airlock, which will make me feel a lot safer. Would like to search that place, but now's not the time. So what I'd like to do is have some crates inside the trader and some crates inside freshy areas, and then the rifle cases, the locked crate cases, in high tier military, saving 1 for a contaminated zone. So have 1 in Tissy and 1 in Northwest Airfield, save 1 for a contaminated zone, and have 1 that spawns then inside the bunker that I'm going to place in, because that way we can have some end game content I can build. That's the aim. If it might not work out that well, but that's the aim. And then if I can make it work and it looks really good, and I mean really good, then I'll release it as a GoblinZ mod onto the workshop as a DayZ editor mod. So, but I'll also put the files onto PlayStation and Xbox adjacent so they can use it. It just wouldn't involve the loot crates. Though that could work on, I don't know. So, but certainly the other stuff. But it has to look really, really good. Which means a lot of time me sat down with the editor, dragging files around and trying to build it up perfectly. And then a full set of instructions for it, of how to install it and do it and set it up. And then included with it the files so Xbox, PlayStation and PC servers can have popping Zs. And explain how that works. And maps on Vickers or anybody else you want to do it with. Should be pristine. Yeah, it is. Because I found a way of spawning items in pristine individual items. So every item spawns in damaged, but I can make certain items all override it and spawn in pristine. I hate the trader run. Especially because my trader's not a safe zone. And we're not exactly dressed for this, are we? Okay, yes, we do have plate on. But still. It's not perfect. We'll go around the outside. Yeah, up to about there, cross, up through the woods. Because everybody knows bullets stop trees. Bullets stop trees, trees stop bullets. That's the way I want to say. It's a nightmare, isn't it? When you've got the wrong stuff. I mean, this rucksack's not perfect, but at least now it's getting ruined. So it's a little bit camouflaged. But I needed something that had reasonable storage, and at 56 slots, it's pretty good. And I've not yet pushed into anything high tier. Some of our players have. We've had our first 338 sold at the trader that I know about. A 338 sells for 5 grand. A code lock is 5 grand. So if you find a 338, you're holding a code lock. My stamina's fucked. But arguably, once we've managed to get a door on, we can carry less stuff with us. Fuck it. You're only young once, Goblin. You're only young once. John 62, second childhood. Yeah. 10 years on me, John. Born on the 25th of August 1972. That's when the Goblin was created. Ah, well, 9 months before that he was created, but that's when he appeared. Father unknown, though we think an ex-soldier. Mother, housewife. Grandfather, military from the war, Second World War, and then worked for Harrods till retirement. Adopted by mum and dad. Mother was a secretary for a secretary for a bank, like a PA, what you'd call it now, and dad at the time was an electrician. And look at us all. We're it's the oldies club. Speak for yourself, Goblin, I know. Wish me luck, guys. We saved that can of drink to get a boost to our sleep. We went for the heat pack because I don't want to be stopping once we've got what we're going for. This is all a little bit dangerous. Did you know that AI can spawn, helicopter crashes can spawn up here, and if they do, the AI will stay. They won't delete, so you'll have to fight the AI. Yeah, exactly. Poor man's Effie. I wish we still had 16. But the money was good. $500 and something meters. Okay. Prefer to do this when no one's online. Please don't tell me it's meta. I like to go in worried. Okay. It's a hell of that bit done. Now it's about making it home alive and building a door. That's alright, you've got some time off. That's quite nice, Chuckles. At least you're getting some time off. When you're young, getting New Year's Eve off is important. As you get to middle age, like we all are, then it's less important. My character needs a fucking fire. Well, that didn't last long, did it? As we all know, you need like 3 of them to make any difference. Oh, it will be. We're going to do a community run over a weekend, basically. So people can come on whenever they can. I think that's a fair way of doing it. And I'm not going to release which server it's going to be until a few days before. What I don't want is everyone jumping on and gearing up, because it'll be really false. And we've got an aim for the weekend, which will be to... Forgot bayonets can't be used for what I wanted to do. So the aim for the weekend will be to build a base in vanilla on a community server. People can then jump on whenever they can from the Friday night. And build. And then that weekend I'll stream that. Oh, I thought it was a fucking player. You fucking thing. Heart went through the fucking ceiling. We need a fire soon. And nowhere's safe. Pixel time. Come on, game. Fucking game. Just need to get into white, 1+, and not losing health. Come on, go solid. Go solid. You can do it. Come on. Come on. That'll do. Yeah, I do have a cooking pot. And it's pristine. I fished it out of a river. It's my second water bottle. But I try and leave water in it all the time so I can cook fish in it. And just use my water bottle as my water bottle. Oh shit, we're in wolf territory. Zombie. The amount of times I've been attacked by wolves here. DayZ wolf territory is, you learn Chernarus after a while and learn where the trigger points are. But I haven't lived over this side of the map for a long time. This is the first time I've built a base at this barn in 4.5 years, or this shed. Look at it, so exposed. I found a new hidden stash point in Chernarus last night while running on survivalists. That's vanilla, and you could put a crate and it actually disappears when you put it on the ground. But you can still access it. It's quite awesome. I'm tempted to make a 5-minute video on here showing it off. Not now. Obviously, once I've got my base set up, TP up there, record it, release it as a video. Say, vanilla, Xbox, PlayStation, PC, hidden stash point. It's like really awesome. Probably the best one I've found yet. Longhorn cord, the Thompson Centre Contender. So it must have been an Olympic pistol then. Or something similar. A 308 match pistol. And normally I wouldn't not carry a Longhorn. But these are not normal times. Badly placed rock. So we need to get a cut. As long as we make it home, we're going to need to cut 5 logs. Probably more than that. Because we're going to need 20 planks. 7 logs? Oh shit, I don't want to go across that fucking field. Because that is a potential base location, and we don't really have a scope that's worth taking the risk with. I'll bring back unlimited stamina and auto run. I'll have a word with the server owner. It's a good location there for code locks and nails. But equally, it's a good location to build bases around here. Because it's a good location for code locks and nails. So, be careful. Yeah, that server owner's got a lot to answer for, John. He does like making a good survival server. But I do spend my whole time worried that I'm going to come under fire. I worry more on this than I do on a normal server. Because a normal server that I play, the PvP servers, you die a lot. It's just the nature of the beast. Whereas on here, there's so much more to lose. Thank you. I think it appeals to a certain demographic. You know, this is not vanilla. This is not a full-on PvP. Certainly not PvE. It fits somewhere in the middle of it all. And I understand why it's not for everyone. Yeah, hell, But it's not meant to be. It's meant to be achievable. I try and balance things. So if I put in something horrible, I try and offset it with something nice. If things are too easy, the money situation, I offset that to cause problems for all of us because it's the right thing to do. See, there we are. A river they never finished. I don't want you today, dear. Or whatever you are. Not interested. I need the food, but we're nowhere near ready for that sort of shit. Hey, I came the wrong way again, back past this shagging town. But once I get an airlock up, I won't feel I need to go to the trader again. I'll use normal looting for everything. I just feel better once I've got a code lock on the door. You know what it's like, guys. Until you feel a little bit of security. Can't be that far from home now. Nah. After getting a door up, potentially 2 doors up if we can, when we calculate how many nails we need, but with 1 door initially. .430's 120. 150 should do us, and if we haven't lost any nails due to dirty raiders, we should have 156 nails, so we should be able to do 2 doors. Hi, Ace. Oh, and I'm fucking cold again. It's lasting so well. Exactly, it is -6. Bloody server owner. He's got a lot to answer for, that goblin. Oh, dear. Oh, it's awful on here at night. It really is awful on here at night. But I wanted it to be. I wanted people to hunker down and light fires and give away their positions at night. Yeah, but I wanted it to feel like Namalsk, where on Namalsk, if you play on the January Namalsk, you have to light fires every 10 minutes until you get better clothing. I wanted it to have more of that feel. So it, by its very nature, it's, for me, it's about tweaking the files to make a survival server be hard but not impossible. It's not difficult to find knives, it's not difficult to light fires. But you might bump into someone. There might be a problem. Someone might shoot you. You know, there's lots of variables. So until you get a secure base where you can have a fire barrel, you're pretty damned. Or a house where you've got a fireplace. You know, if we get this door built, we've got 2 barrels. One of those barrels is becoming a fire barrel. 100%. Because being able to cook in base will be worth its weight in gold. Now we need a fire before we get home. Let's be honest about this. That's what I was looking for. If I ever find a propane stove on any server, I may go full Schmiegel on it. Precious. Yeah. Oh, now I need food. Fucking how surprising. Well, we'll have to do without food. I should have bought an MRE at the trader. It would have been worth $300 for an MRE. Now we need 2 pluses, if possible, just because we have a lot of work to do. But I'll make do with 1+. Need a stick. Right then, wish me luck, guys. Yeah, they are, aren't they? So they spawn in all... They have it. There's 24 of them that spawn in military camps, all over the map, but it'll only spawn one of each type at a time. Or you can buy them from trader. But I felt that they fitted in well. It's the end of the world. All the military zombies turn to zombies. But that doesn't mean that they didn't have rations lying around. Three of them and no food. Bastard server owner. So 1 to 5 logs, I reckon. It's all right, Chuckles. If only. Maybe 6 logs. Information, building, doorways is 10 planks, hatchet or hammer, 2 lumber, 3 meters. Okay. You bastard game. I'll be going to be right back, guys, so you can't see the code lock. We're secure. Now, a little bit of organisation. Fire barrel for later. Right, we need to go and get some rags. That it dropped my plan on the floor, which was really, really annoying. So I've used all my rags up. And because I didn't think about it, I've lost those nails inside there as well. That's life. I'm not... At the moment, I'm just happy to have some security. Food that we need, isn't it? Oh, not there. Because I'll lose them, won't I? Yeah. It's alright, it's life. So first things we need are some clothing to turn into survival rags. That's the important job. Once that's done... Do I have a spare knife in my boots? No. Once that's done, then we need to go fishing. And the rest we can worry about at a later date. That closed to start with. Look at all the stamina we've suddenly got. Yes, at some point we'll be growing vegetables. Be stupid not to. But we got a door up. That's what mattered. The rest doesn't matter. Losing the nails doesn't matter. We got that door up. And if we can catch a fish down here, or two, and get them home, boil them up, we're going to feel a lot better. Ah, fucking that thing's ruined. How surprising. I nearly thought about building a water base over here, you know. So you could fish from base. Now, let's get the bark to start with in case this thing's fucking ruins. Lunch is crowing. Not how shit chicken is in DayZ. In the real world, 4 chicken breasts, you'd be well full. DayZ? Yeah. 10 minutes. The only plus side is getting that bone hook. As good a place as any way for it. Bit hot, isn't it? Right, let's get to sleep and re-heal a little bit. Blood going up, good. If I hadn't have lost the nails, I'd have built the next airlock. But we're going to need to get more nails to do that. Or the airlock. That'll do. Get away from that bloody fire. And that's now ready to eat. And then we'll get our other barrel out so we don't have this problem all the time. Right then. So we're going to need a knife. Right, for this next trip, we're going to need... Hi there, how are you? We need to take a map with us. I don't really want to take a splitting axe, but actually we'll take a screwdriver because we don't need them in game for anything. We'll use that as an emergency knife until we can find one. That'll do. We've got empty wallet for money, boot repair kit with us. Everything's pretty much fucked, so we need to find replacement clothing. Empty Bergen. Okay. That can go away again. We did put the hook on there, didn't we? Yeah, we did. Where's next? Isn't that the mill? Is it there? We need to go through that town looking for clothing, I know that. And then we need to push up the map a little bit. So we need to get some better bang sticks. Barn, low thing then. The road comes across. I didn't know about that tree line. We'll RV that. That'll do. Still can't pick that up. Just annoying. I am feeling better now, I suppose. We've got a door up. We need replacement clothing, food, barrels. Map is GoblinZ, so it's my own take on a survival server. So it's Chernarus, but it's a solo survival server for PC, which we do have players play. But But it's hardcore survival. Everything spawns in ruined. It's a certain type of pain if you want to play it. But it's Chernarus to start with. Ooh. Ooh. We have fun things like, so clothes are in my hand, I can rip them up with my hands. It's one of the winter versions. It's not the full-on winter, is it? It's a Sakau winter we've done, which is nice. Need really 3 more. Our traders aren't safe. We've got one trader that's basically a black market because we don't have safe zones on here. Raiding's fully allowed 24/7. Build where you like, apart from military. And that's only for this wipe. That'll probably change slightly because I've got to put another mod on tomorrow. But build where you like, apart from trader where you can't build. If you want to live in a police station, go and live in a police station. You know, that's my attitude on it, is if you live somewhere that's... Oh, it's going to be that day, is it? But no silly mods on here. Everything's a little bit quality of lifey. We have quite useful things like if you press pause on your keyboard and go to crafts, apart from building crafts, all your crafts are in there. So you can see how to make things. So give you an, if you want to make something different. So if you want to make a sewing kit, fish hook, rope, sewing kit, or sharpening stone, hammer stone, yeah. Make a gun cleaning kit, some fat, and 6 rags. Yeah. Think Namausk, January. Namausk hardcore, with the amount of fires you need to light all the time. And you know, there are players on here. We don't have a massive amount of players because it's too difficult for your average player. We have zombies that blow up and... Oh, worth its weight in gold. That'll do. But no safe zones. Survivor missions. If you need a map, you need to go. If you want a map, you need to go and find one. Certain zombies have certain items on them, so when you kill them, you have a percentage chance of getting it. And our players that love the map really love it. What I tend to get if I look at the back end of the server is one of three things happens. Number one, player joins server, plays for about 10 minutes, and never comes back again. Version 2. Player joins server, plays for about half an hour and never comes back again because they won't find much loot because I nerf everything. Version 3. Player joins and is here all the time. Some people will give it half an hour and work out that they're dying of cold. There's no food. They didn't make a fishing kit. They can't work out why they're dying. And we'll never see them again. Others will still be here in a year's time. Playing whatever I put out. Knowing that it's going to be challenging. Each to their own. We need food again. But I need nails. I need clothing. I could do with hunting something big. We need a knife. Yeah, I mean, you found the server, John, and you've been here ever since. And so's the other sort of dedicated players. They found it and they're like, this is awesome. Some have left. Some we've gained a few more now and again. Yeah, and this wipe is staying now. We might wipe, but we'll stay on Chernarus because of all the things I can add to Chernarus. It's so much easier to work with a map that has been around the longest. Feel better already. Sawn off Python. I put sawn off weapons on the server. Because it feels real. Yeah. That's fair. Sawn off shotgun. New belt. Another sawn off shotgun. Bit of 5.56. Don't want grenade. Fuck it. I can't remember now. This time last year we were running the mouse. Yeah, we ran a Livonia build, didn't we? Yeah, yeah, Pacific Northwest, Livonia. I ran the mouse, was my first one, which was a year ago. I miss Goblin Island. You'll love Chernarus when you get used to it, John. The map is amazing. There's so much to do. There's so much to it. It's a big map. There's lots to do on it. You will... Once you get your head round Chernarus, you'll really enjoy it. Livonia's my favourite map, but players don't like it. So there's no point running it as a server. Most people prefer Chernarus. You're more likely to get players join your server if you're on Chernarus. Just by the very nature, it's what people enjoy. Or Deer Isle. I'm not a Deer Isle fan because I don't have a... the server's too big, Deer Isle. So too much loot spawns in. So you need a lot of RAM to make it smooth. Yeah, he had his pet crocodile, didn't he? Oh, he's got pet bears on here. One of the first times I built a base. And now you get why you would have a base. Because it's a horrible, evil survival server. I was quite... it was a proud dad moment last wipe. And I know that it doesn't really work with the ages. But when John raided people. And not just me. He raided other people. I was like, brilliant. I've got my players now raiding. It's what I wanted. You know, if we ever get to the glorious heights of having a busy server, you're going to have to raid people just to keep them away from your base. The chances of us ever having a busy server is minimal because most people do not like servers like this. There's no kill feed. You can't spawn in your base. Everything spawns in ruined. Huge goblin. I was so impressed. An expansion building, being able to choose your flag is lovely. Fucking. Until we get an airlock, that's just going to be annoying. Oh, we can't do it on here. That's annoying. Do it on Windows, I believe. That's okay. Right, that can live in there for the moment. As can that. Got to remember not to turn the fire on before we sort the loot out inside. Sawn off. Is it the sawn offs are probably going to have the wrong name on them, aren't they? Oh no, the fire's still on. Bugger. Shit. There we go. Those items are lost then. Right, let's repair my jacket before I do anything else that's stupid. Oh, okay. Until a restart then. Joy. I was hoping they'd unfreeze. Right, guys, I think I'm going to call it there. I think we've done all right tonight. That's up. We're certainly a lot securer than we were. That annoys me. Tomorrow we're going to have to look at getting more nails and building another pod. because we're going to need to make sure we've got an airlock, because expansion doors, you hit the wrong thing and you leave it open. So we need and to build it, we're going to need, let's have a look. Nails. No, forget that. Roof is 30, that's 30, that's 30. So it's going to cost us a roof piece, 2 walls and a door. So 1, 2, 3, 4 times 30, 120 nails will get us the next pod done. So we can do it. But I'm not in the mood tonight to start humping and dumping all the wood inside and preparing it all. And then that'll get us an airlock with a roof on. And because it's got ground underneath it, we might be able to grow food in it, which will be really important, because that will help us no end. But otherwise, I think we've done okay. I'm impressed with how far we've come. Thank you for watching. Thanks for the interaction. Thanks for the chat. Remember, if you have a goblin in your sights, miss. Thanks, guys.